Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Perry County man accused of murder makes his first appearance in the courtroom. And for the first time, UK Athletics allows alcohol to be sold at baseball games to fans at Kentucky Proud Park, bringing a new atmosphere to the stands.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It is 6:34 here on this Wednesday, the middle of the work week. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast. And Brandon, I am not pleased with the forecast. Well, really, I'm really never pleased, but
There's never no pleasing.
never. But I'm not pleased with the forecast because, again, don't know how to dress. So,
well, here's the thing. I can tell you this morning and tomorrow morning, don't wear a big jacket.
but then you have to worry about the rest of the day because if it's going to be in the high 70s.
Well, exactly. Just don't wear a jacket at all.
But it's cold in buildings, Brandon.
Well,
See?
I mean, you know, that's your problem.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I can't control building temperatures. I can't
That's
really
true.
control outside temperatures either, but still. All right. It's going to be warm next
Okay.
couple of days. Just remember that, all right? Let's look at the live pinpoint Doppler radar feed this morning, and you can see a little bit of rain out there still this morning. And again, some of this may not be reaching the ground, but I'm going to keep a stray chance in for a little while longer. Definitely some clouds through about lunchtime. Corbin, I-75 on the interstate, not a whole lot of wet roads out there this morning. I'm trying to go through our camera network to try to see places that are closer to the rain that's showing up if it's actually coming down. 55, temperatures definitely warming up. 55 at Atlanta Corbett Airport, 59 Monticello, 63 hot spots down in Middlesboro and Jacksboro, but hanging on to 38 there in Grundy. They must be in a sheltered valley or something over there because it's just stuck there all morning long. Even Clintwood nearby up to 40. Wise down the road, 57 up on the ridge. A lot of 50s taking over this morning, even some 60s. Breakfast forecast heading up as we head throughout the daytime hours. Sun will be out a little bit later on, and temperatures will soar to the upper 70s later today. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, we have an update on a deadly shooting that happened in Hazard during the early morning hours on February 18th. Police say 29-year-old Ryan Whitaker was pronounced dead at the scene, and they arrested Troy Campbell, who was charged with 1 count of murder. He was arraigned in Perry County District Court yesterday. Our Olivia Calfee reports.
Troy Campbell made his first appearance in the Perry County District Court on Tuesday. The defense attorney began the hearing by entering a plea of not guilty and asking to be heard on bond. Perry County District Court Judge Cody Gehring says Campbell is being held on a $100,000 cash or property bond and being charged with murder, a Class A felony. If released on bond, Campbell will have to meet the following requirements. He will be on home incarceration and confined strictly to his home, have no contact with family of the victim. Campbell cannot be on Gamble Drive, the reported location of the offense, and cannot have possession of firearms. Also, cannot use unprescribed controlled substances, marijuana, or alcohol. Gehring says due to Campbell's clean record, his bond is set strictly for his charges. Both attorneys had the opportunity to address the court. The defense attorney says this is a self-defense case, which should be a factor in determining the bond. But prosecution says this is what was set and nothing should change.
This case is very questionable it should ever been brought. This is a self-defense case, and I realize the court don't know all the facts of the case.
Mr. Williams, you have a response.
Judge, I wholly disagree with every single thing Mr. Johnson said. He's charged with murder, Your Honor. The bond is appropriately set.
That was Olivia Calfee reporting. The judge said he plans to listen to the facts of the case at the preliminary hearing before making a decision on reducing or potentially increasing the bond. The preliminary hearing is set for 9 a.m. on February 28th. Well, a McCreary County superintendent left his job hours before he was arrested for bringing a gun to school property. The school board voted to accept John Gunn's release Monday night. Around 6 o'clock Monday morning, the McCreary County School Police said he carried a gun into the Board of Education building. He was seen on surveillance footage. He admitted to having the gun in his possession and is now facing charges. It's currently not clear why he left his position. With egg prices spiking and several local farmers losing their poultry stock following last year's flood, those with the Breathitt County Conservation District wanted to help in any way they could. Well, that's why they created the Egg Layer Program. This incentive is for Breathitt County farmers to purchase chicks at a reduced price to help rebuild their poultry stock and to implement more self-sustaining solutions throughout the community.
We get excited to see our farmers get excited about a program. If it's something that they like, if they're excited, that means that we're doing something that they're going to appreciate and something that they're maybe going to want to do in the future as well.
Those with the Conservation District say they hope this program can inspire other districts across the region to implement similar incentives. They add that if this program goes well, they will consider offering more like it in the future. Pikeville Elementary School's Inventor Squad kicked off this month, inviting students to the table to learn in a new way. Well, the program is offering older students a chance to create prosthetic arms with Legos and 3D printing, while turning the younger students into marble roller coaster architects. The students are working through the first phase with cardboard, learning how to change things up.
When you sit and you just listen to their conversations and see them kind of create and problem solve, there's so many possibilities in these groups.
Educators hope to expand the problem-solving aspects in future camps involving local businesses to pitch problems for the students to solve. Well, there was a major change for UK athletics for the baseball home opener yesterday. For the first time, Kentucky Proud Park served alcohol beverages as part of a pilot program that involves only baseball and softball home games. Grayson Passmore was at the game talking with fans excited to see the change in concessions.
It's a win for Kentucky baseball Tuesday during their home opener against Evansville. And it's an excited crowd for more reasons than one.
All of our friends coming out, it was nice weather, got out of class, so just hanging out with my friends and just watching some good baseball.
So today is perfect. We got these tickets last minute, so it's perfect. I love it.
The first home win of the season and the first UK athletics event where alcohol is being sold.
That's what I think is part of it, is that for football and basketball in the future. So hopefully maybe they'll see the numbers and see that if you're selling alcohol, more fans will show up.
This is the start of a pilot program. Alcoholic beverages, including beer and seltzer, will be sold at baseball and softball home games this season. The Southeastern Conference started permitting alcohol sales in 2019. Kentucky Athletics has chosen not to do so until now. And the fans seem to think the idea is a home run.
I've already bought one, so heck yeah, I like it. I mean, it's definitely going to bring a lot more people, I think, for sure.
I think it makes sense. I mean, this is an outdoor sport. I mean, I think having a beer in the outdoors when it turns nice and hot like it does in Kentucky, yeah, I think it'll be a good thing for all sports.
According to UK Athletics, the decision to expand alcohol sales to football games will be made during the summer, after they see how it does here.
I think it's going to maybe change some things, bring a little extra money. So I think it's pretty nice.
That was Grayson Passmore reporting. The first home softball game is March 8th. UK says alcohol will stop being sold at the top of the 7th inning during baseball games and the top of the 5th inning during softball.
Coming up on 6:42, a few showers out there this morning, especially in parts of central Kentucky north of Lexington and back out toward Lake Cumberland, back toward Columbia. But for the most part, I don't think a lot of this moisture you're seeing here is reaching the ground this morning. Temperatures going up quickly with that warm front coming in, still 38 in Grundy, but 63, actually 64 now in Jacksboro this morning down in Campbell County, Tennessee. Temperatures going up quickly, and they'll head up all the way into the upper 70s later today if the forecast holds. 78 a daytime high, which would shatter records at the National Weather Service office at Jackson and the London Corbin Airport. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Education leaders in Uvalde, Texas decide to shorten the school year for their students so they don't have to spend the anniversary of the Robb Elementary School shooting surrounded by classroom walls.
Stop.